Okay, I'm going to try and go through some of the review questions for chapter 1 and see if I can get those recorded. So we will start by sharing the screen and moving over to the IPVO. So first we'll do that. And we will start. So this is chapter 1. So this is just a test. So question 1, the first 4 chapters of the NEC apply generally unless they are modified by later chapters. So we can stick that in there. Chapter 8 is independent of the other chapters and none of the provisions apply unless they are directly referenced. Question 3, equipment designed to open circuits under fault conditions shall have an interrupting rating not less than the available voltage and circuit current at the line side of the equipment. Well, that's true. Wet locations are subject to moderate degrees of moisture, but are generally out of the weather. False. A short circuit is the unintentional connection of 2 ungrounded conductors that have a potential difference between them. That's true. Six, equipment that is required to be readily accessible shall be capable of being reached quickly without the use of tools, with an exception for keys. Seven, a conductor's ampacity is the amount of amperes it can carry continuously without exceeding its temperature rating. That would be ampacity. Hopefully I'm spelling this correctly. Boxes installed within walls that are required to be taken down to gain access are not considered accessible. The word shall indicates that an NEC rule is mandatory. So the missing word was shall. Question 10, the NEC is revised and updated every 3 years. So number 10 is false. At least 2 entrances to electrical rooms shall be provided to give access to the working space about all electrical equipment rated less than 1200 amps. That is false. The correct answer is more than 1200 if you were going to have this be true. So that is false because it says less than 1200 amps. The basic rule when selecting termination devices is to always use the termination device identified for the type of conductor material. That is true. So 13, twofold purpose of the National Electric Code is to protect people and property, or persons and property. Whoa. Okay. Most voltages referenced in the NEC are nominal voltages, so that's number 14. Missing word is nominal. Rhymes with phenomenal. 15. Interpretations and approval of equipment are granted by the authority having jurisdiction or the AHJ. 16. The authority having jurisdiction or AHJ can permit alternate methods for installation if they believe the installation is equally effective at meeting the intended objective. The missing word is method or methods. 17, although installed in conformance with the National Electric Code, otherwise known as the NEC, all electrical installations may not be adequate for future expansion of electrical use. We'll turn that over. Whoa. So the NEC or National Electric Code is not intended to be used as a design specification. "19, explanatory material appears in the NEC in informational notes." So that's true. At one time, the informational notes were called fine print notes, FPNs, but now informational notes. Minimum headroom of working spaces about electrical equipment in commercial buildings is 6.5 feet. That's true. Electric equipment with ventilating openings shall be installed so that openings are not obstructed to prevent the free circulation of air. That's number 21, and that is true. 22, the National Electric Code may be used as the design specification by qualified persons. So we went through that in number 18. The answer to that one is false. At 23, if the AHJ or the authority having jurisdiction finds the equipment or installation to be acceptable, it is approved. "24, blank conductors are conductors not encased in a material recognized by the NEC as electrical insulation." So that would be covered. Is the missing word. 25, connectors, couplings, lock nuts, and bushings are examples of electrical fittings. Blank means recognized as suitable for the use, purpose, etc. Well, that is identified. "7, equipment that is required to be located in sight from other equipment shall be visible and not more than 50 feet from the other equipment." Equipment that has been listed is published in a directory by the testing lab certifying that it has met established standards and is acceptable to the AHJ. #29, one of the primary purposes of raceways is to support conductors and protect them from physical damage. Missing word is damage. #30, the National Electric Code requires that all electrical equipment and conductors be approved to be acceptable to the AHJ. I'll have to double check that one. When not specified, all conductors in the NEC are considered to be copper. That's number 31. 32, all unused openings other than those intended for the operation of equipment are required to be effectively closed to afford equivalent protection. 33, terminals for more than one conductor shall be identified. 34, if a splice is underground, the device shall be listed for, and what they're looking for is direct burial. And 35, says one of the blank shall be readily accessible as required by the NEC. And for the life of me, I can't remember what it is. We will take a quick look. Which one is that? So I'll have to report back on that one. Okay, the wait is over. The excitement is building. So that's disconnecting means. And that concludes the review questions for Chapter 1. Thank you very much.